welcome to Dragon Eagle TV special edition Detroit Auto Show. We are at the auto show floor. With me here, it's the man who make this happening. Is that right?
My name is Rod Alberts. I'm the executive director of the Detroit Auto Show, or the North American International Auto Show, if you want to call it that.
Tell us what is this year's show?
This show is really a rebirth and a reimagination of the auto show. I've been doing this show for over 30 years, and you and I go back a few of those years.
Yes.
But the key of the whole change is after the pandemic and the acceleration of technology, and also the way new car buyers want to experience the product, and educating and understanding this new electrification and technology in cars. We had to deliver that to the consumer and to the media. So this show being a showcase from Detroit, really showing off to the world what we are, a leader in mobility, and we have to make sure we show that this is a place to do it. But for people that come here, they're going to be able to ride in the vehicles on 7 or 8 different locations with electric cars, combustible engine cars, and hybrid cars. So it's really an education, but more exciting than that is it's a Disneyland of opportunity for the consumer. And we had to make the change and not just be what it used to be, not just cars on carpet, but moving vehicles.
What is the highlight of this year?
The highlight, we do have 4 or 5 debuts, new premiere, new product with the manufacturers here in Detroit. But I think even more than that, it's the content of people coming in that have the vision of the future of mobility. I'm going to talk about really the vision where it's headed. We even have flying cars here that they're not flying yet, but they've been approved by the FAA to a degree. And we are doing announcements with a company called Aleph and Air. One's out of Israel, another one out of California, and they actually have a car that will fly in the future that we will be probably like the Jetsons in. But now current is all that technology going towards that are electrification, everything that ties into us and what we experience with a car and being connected to our car. And it used to be all about design and power. Well, the funny thing is you can still get the power even with electrification. And the beauty is we're teaching all that. We're educating people with that. And I think it makes auto shows like ours more important than ever for the consumer, the media, and the industry.
In terms of consumer, everyday people want to come here, still can get tickets somewhere. So
yeah, well, today is industry day, and tomorrow, today and tomorrow you can buy a ticket for $75. It's a best deal ever because it's Disneyland of cars. The other is tomorrow we have Malcolm Gladwell, who is a visionary of sort of the industry and all things going into the future. He'll be here. You normally would have to pay $200 or $300 just to see Malcolm Gladwell. You can come tomorrow for $75. The point being is we want to have all the content here, all the technology, all the cars, everything that is what we will experience not just today, but tomorrow.
For public open day, people just come in. If you experience the cars, and they can get ticket online. Is that right?
Yeah. Before we get to opening day, though, we have a charity event, which is on Friday night. Black tie. Everybody celebrates the industry.
We still have time to buy a ticket.
You can buy a ticket, and they're only $350. And here's the thing: you're going to be able to see 2 big stars here. Jennifer Hudson, who has won many, many awards, acting and singing, and we have another one that if you're a little bit younger, it's called Shaggy. And Shaggy's going to be here that night, and it's going to be a party.
We do have an Oscar night.
We have our own red carpet.
Yes.
But Jennifer Hudson, Shaggy, and then that will be right before we open the doors to the public, and you can come to the show for $20 if you're as an adult. For children, it's only $10, $12.
Wow.
Yeah, so the packages that are there, it's really for a family fun. And think about family fun. We have Camp Jeep, right? You can go up and down this hill on Bronco Mountain too with a Ford Bronco. We have Camp Jeep. We have Camp Jeep for the big kids like you, and we have a Camp Jeep for the little kids. So little kids can get at these too. So we have something for everybody.
You know what I found? People come to Detroit Auto Show, they can experience all type of things. Because now that you see inside the floor, you go outside, you see they're talking about flying cars.
Yeah, well, they're going to fly next year. This year, we're just going to prepare for that flight.
All right,
So,
okay.
yeah, but we have the car here, and they just did the announcement earlier today. So
What was the mayor's driving that car?
well, I heard they just had them all packed around.
Yeah,
going,
right.
And they had a video that's showing it flying through the air. The Jetson Day is coming. We're going to have.
I know. Detroit is coming back.
Detroit is
No
coming
doubt.
back. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, we have a beautiful city on the river. Here we are in September, which is a great time of year to be here. You know, I've traveled all over to the Beijing and Shanghai. I love going to, you know, to China and other places around the world. You guys are a renaissance too. You're building a great future with mobility, and a lot of the things we're working together on. We in Detroit have a great history, and now we're going to move it into the future.
You do collaborate with China, that giant show, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been going for years and visiting with the leadership and with the manufacturers over there and the industry and suppliers. And I think that's so important. Because
I want to hear
collaboration.
from you. What do you think of Shanghai Auto Show, Beijing Auto Show, or Guangzhou Auto Show? You've been there all.
I've been to all of them, yes. Do I have a favorite? But I like them all.
Like them all. What is your impression? They're all good?
I think they're very, very big. And probably my favorite, gosh, that's tough. I like Shanghai Show. I have very great friends in Guangzhou, though, that I've met over the years. But I love Shanghai. There's something about it that it's a futuristic technology, but I've had fun all over there. But I would say that the collaboration and partnerships are very important. And we were waiting for many of those companies to come back to Detroit and be a part of the show and be a part of selling to the U.S.
So that's what I would say to the Chinese company. You're going to convince them. You're going to tell them why they should come.
They should need to come here because we're learning the culture too. We're still learning, but that happened 10 or 12 years ago when all those companies came here. I remember BYD and all the others. Guangzhou.
Yeah, Guangzhou
came here also.
Yes.
GAC, I call. But there's a day they need to come back because competition is what drives the industry. And I believe those cars, as they're developed and as they're built, when they come here, they will fit right into our culture very well. And I believe in this international collaboration, and I want the Chinese manufacturers, the industry, to be a part of our show and a part of Detroit.
Yeah. Thank you so much for putting such a wonderful show for us.
Well, you're a dear friend of mine.
Yeah.
I will do anything in the world for you, and I hope we will do more of this in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
People, come to North American International Detroit Auto Show. Here again,
Ron Albert's Executive Director.
Yes.
We'll see you in Detroit.